Capsule.
Welcome back. Today, we are diving straight into Volume 7 of Secrets of the Silent Witch. And let me tell you, things are about to get complicated. We're talking a high-stakes mission that spirals into a full-blown conspiracy, one that could literally tear the kingdom apart. All right, so picking up right where Volume 6 left us hanging, the Seven Sages are deep in the creepy Kalia Linden forest, and they're on a pretty serious mission to stop one of their own, a rogue sage, from causing total chaos. Yeah, the stage is definitely set for a massive magical battle. So, who's the target? None other than the gem mage himself, Emmanuel Darwin. And this guy has seriously gone off the deep end. He's turned the whole forest into his private fortress, complete with an army of magical soldiers that are, practically unstoppable. And how's he doing all this? Well, he's got this terrifying ancient artifact called Galanis. Now, this isn't just some magic flute, no. It's basically an instrument of enslavement. It forces the spirits of the forest to power his spooky army. It's dark stuff. So the mission for the sages is crystal clear. It's not enough to just take down Emmanuel. They have to destroy that flute. That's the only way to free the spirits and stop this corruption before it gets any worse. But hold on, this isn't just a full frontal assault. Before the big fight, there's a really important rescue mission that happens first. And it gives us this rare peek at the compassionate side of Monica, a side she tries so hard to keep hidden. First things first, she makes sure her friends, Cyril and Glenn, are out of harm's way. But then, a powerful ice spirit, Romalia, is fatally wounded. And in that split second, Monica does something kinda crazy. She secretly whips out this super complex, forbidden spell to seal the spirit's essence inside Cyril's brooch. She literally saves its life in a way that, let's be honest, only the Silent Witch could pull off. Okay, so with the hostages safe, it's go time. The sages finally unleash their full power. And it is just an incredible, perfectly coordinated attack. You've got Louis Miller taunting Emmanuel, drawing all his attention. This creates the perfect opening for Carla and Bradford to combine their spells and just shatter Emmanuel's ultimate reflective barrier. And the second that shield is down, boom, Monica strikes. A silent storm of enchanted wind blades, and the flute, Galanis, is history. And this whole sequence just goes to show how badly Emmanuel underestimated them. I mean, he never stood a chance. The combined power of the sages is on a whole other level. It was fast, it was overwhelming, and it was just perfectly executed. So, the flute's gone, Emmanuel is running for the hills. Mission accomplished, right? A clear victory? Well, not so fast. Turns out this win comes with a secret price tag for Monica, and it's one that could unravel her entire secret identity back at the academy. And this is where the story takes a really interesting turn. We pivot hard from this big magical showdown into like a full-on political thriller. And it's all because of one tiny detail that's been lingering since a previous fight. So you remember that injury on Monica's left hand she got way back when she fought that cursed dragon? She's been hiding it like her life depends on it. Mostly because Prince Felix is looking specifically for the girl with that exact injury. Well, her luck finally runs out. A very sharp-eyed, very ambitious fellow student council member, Bridget Graham, sees it. And just like that, Bridget has all the leverage she needs. She basically corners Monica and forces her into this super risky alliance. The deal is chillingly simple. You help me uncover the prince's secret, or I'll expose yours. So what secret could be so important? Well, Bridget drops an absolute bombshell. She believes that the man everyone thinks is the second prince, Felix, is a fake, an imposter who took the real prince's place years ago. See, Bridget remembers the real Prince Felix from when they were kids. She says he was frail, honest, super kind. But then, about 10 years ago, he got sick and disappeared for a while. When he came back, he was completely different. Confident, yeah, but also cunning and just disingenuous. She is absolutely convinced it's not the same person. Bridget's theory is that the real Felix is being held prisoner somewhere, so they come up with a plan. During an upcoming festival, they're going to disguise themselves as gardeners and sneak into the massive estate of Duke Clockford, who happens to be the current prince's guardian, to try and find him. But when they get inside this huge, heavily guarded estate, they don't find a prince locked in a tower. Nope. What they find are clues to a tragedy that happened a long, long time ago. They end up talking to an old gardener who tells them this story about a mysterious fire that happened on the estate, you guessed it, 10 years ago, right around the time the prince supposedly changed. And two people died in that fire: the prince's attendant, a guy named Isaac Walker, and a doctor named Arthur. So there's no sign of a captive prince anywhere, and Bridget has to face this absolutely horrifying possibility. At the exact same time, for Monica, all these little puzzle pieces she's been collecting start to click together, and the picture they're forming is, well, it's much, much darker than they imagined. And this is a huge turning point for Bridget. She realizes her quest isn't a rescue mission anymore. It's a murder investigation. The real Felix isn't just missing. He might have been dead this whole time. And for Monica, the key is that doctor's name, Arthur. She suddenly realizes that in the Empire, Arthur is pronounced Artur, which is the name of an imperial spy she's met before. All of a sudden, this isn't just a royal conspiracy anymore. It's connected to a hostile foreign government. And while our heroes are trying to process all of this, the bad guys are already making their moves. The runaway gem mage Emmanuel, he gets cornered by Prince Felix himself, who offers him a very, very sinister kind of help. At the same time, a classified message about Monica's insane unenchanted magic makes its way to the Empire. And this catches the attention of a top-tier assassin named Ewan, who decides he's going to come investigate her personally. And that is where the volume leaves us. Just a massive, massive cliffhanger. All these different plot threads are about to crash into each other in Volume 8. You've got the prince, the duke, the empire, this new assassin. They're all in play. So the big question is, with enemies closing in from every single side, who is Monica's biggest threat? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Plot Capsule.